I was just telling Caroline that the weather on Friday is going to be very, very pleasant for that. So it's going to be dry, no excuses. Right now, we do have some lingering clouds over the downtown area. Otherwise, pretty calm winds at the moment. Not much of a sway down there along the palm trees, along the intercoastal, but you might notice some salt water coming up from the ground, some flooding, even though it has not rained. That is in part of the king tide, and king tide, that was around 9 a.m. this morning, so the high tide will still stick around for a couple more hours, so be careful on those roads if you do see that water piling up there. 80 degrees currently. We have that very warm air in place this morning. We're feeling that with the humidity. Feels like temperatures already in the mid 80s, and some neighborhoods already feeling like the mid 90s. That goes for you over in Boca Raton. Even Delray feeling toasty out there already. Feeling like 82 degrees in Wellington, 84 degrees all the way towards Belle Glade. And as we head up towards the Treasure Coast, temperatures ranging in the mid to upper 70s. Of course, tack on a couple more degrees, and that's what it's going to be like when you step out for the morning. Now, humidity sticking around for a couple more days before we get some relief, thanks to a cold front that'll be moving through midweek. Radar, though, looking pretty quiet on land. Most of the showers we've seen have remained offshore, although later today we have a pretty moist atmosphere. We could see a couple showers and storms developing. That's why we do have the impact icon graphic up there for you, so you know the best chance of rain will kick in a little after lunchtime all the way through 3-4 o'clock, and then pretty much diminish after that for some neighborhoods, but we are going to keep the rain chances in the forecast. Heavy rainfall at times, oversaturated grounds could lead to even some more flooding. So today, tomorrow, we're going to have the lowest of rain, and then by Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to have a little bit more coverage. Again, that's all from that front that I mentioned. So isolated as we go throughout your Monday, isolated for your Tuesday, and then we're going to see more moisture building in, wet weather, heavy rainfall at times, could even see a strong thunderstorm or two. So we will be on the lookout for that for your Wednesday. And then Thursday, finally getting the frontal passage pushing inward, and that'll give us another chance for some scattered rain and showers. But behind this front, cooler, drier air, and just in time for the weekend. So speaking of dry air, we have a lot of that going on in the Atlantic. That's what you're seeing on the water vapor in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. When we have that much dry air, it prevents tropical development, especially there along the Caribbean Sea. Now, notice this little bit of moisture right here. National Hurricane Center giving this a pretty low chance of developing into something further over the next 2 to 5 days. Now, this is in the part of remnants from Tropical Storm Julia. It did make landfall as a Category 1 hurricane over Nicaragua, and then it entered into the Pacific, so it didn't really lose the center of circulation. That is why it did maintain the name. The storm expected to weaken, but that little bit of energy could possibly maybe redevelop near Mexico. For us, it's not maybe looking like an impact, but we are going to watch out for our friends along Central America and also for the Mexico area. So for us here back at home, upper 80s, it's going to be very warm, very humid all the way through Wednesday. Extra cloud coverage, rain, keeping rain and temperatures around the mid 80s there for your Thursday. Then finally that beautiful fall-like weather we love here in South Florida, Friday through the weekend.
All right, bring it on. Brooke, thank you so much.